What's good? It's your girl Nikki St. Clair, and I'm back with a follow up. So, it's out. The truth is out. The truth is out. Or is it all of the truth? We don't know if it's all the full truth, but for the most part, she was backed into a corner. Miss Jada Pinkett, backed into a corner. And she didn't have a choice but to make a statement. Um, so she had to tell the truth as far as the young man August Alsina was not lying. Um, but let's look deeper. Let's look deeper. Now, yeah, for years we've heard about the open marriage. We've heard about swingers. Recently they said that they are life partners and they can do whatever they want. Whatever it is they want to do, they're never getting a divorce. They're always going to live in the same house, even if they live in different wings of the house. Do you remember that? Well, how about, even though there's been speculation of Will taking his ex-wife on a trip, of Will taking his current boo thing on trips and traveling, and and let's not even forget about Dwayne Martin, right? There's been speculation about that. How about as soon as Jada does her thing, August Alsina has been quiet all this time, all of these years. But all of a sudden, he comes out and says these things about their relationship and how his heart was just so in and he was so consumed by her. But let me tell you something. Do y'all remember dark skin Aunt Viv? Do you remember what she said? She said that Will is a mastermind and he's a manipulator. And now this is just a theory. This is just my theory, okay? Don't quote me on this. This is just a theory. But what if Will Smith set this whole thing up? Well, let's say he knew his wife was attracted, right? He knew she was attracted to August Alsina. But what if he was like, it's cool. Go ahead. He did give the blessings. And then wanted to see how far it would go before he made his decisions to act. And what if, just what if, he paid August Alsina to put Jada on blast about her infidelity so that he can get away and be justified in doing whatever it is he's doing, and he can divorce her and don't have to give her a dime? What if that would be some shit. One time I had this one friend, right? And I knew how she was, you know what I mean? She was like forever in competition with me, and it took a while for me to realize that she really wasn't my friend, you know what I'm saying? Because she's kicking it with me, we're going places and meeting different people and stuff like that. Or like, let's say if I was already talking to a dude and she was in the car with me and I drove by there to see him and him and his friends were kicking it, she would always go for my guy. She would always go for my dude. Always. Like, she would rub on his back at his head, or sit on his iPad, or sit on a nigga lap. I mean, just flirt, say inappropriate things. And I don't think it was because he was just, I like to think that I picked the pick of the litter for me. They don't have to be the most handsome. They just have to have that it factor, and there has to be a connection. But one time, I I met my match. One time, I went to the guy I was dating. He owned a restaurant, and it was after hours, and she was in the car with me. So I was just like, okay, we're gonna stop by. And part of me is like, I kind of want to floss, like, this is the type of man that I am dating. You know what I'm saying? This is how Nikki gets down. So we show up, and she does her thing. She's flirting. She's all in the nigga face, and bending over and moving her body a certain way, and just being like hella flirtatious and inappropriate. And he told me, he said, I know why you brought that girl over here. That ain't really your friend, and you know it, but you know how she gets down. But I'm gonna let you know, I'm not stupid, Nicole. I ain't with that shit. Like, I like you. I like you. I don't, I ain't no stupid ass nigga. So I know I passed the test. I was dying laughing because I was like, dude has me so figured out. Like, we're both Virgos. We're like 2 days apart. And we are thinkers. We are observers. And like, a lot of times you're being tested and you don't even know that you're being tested. You know what I'm saying? But you're being tested. Like, your loyalty is always being tested, right? Because we got to know that we can trust you, because as a Virgo, you want to give your 110% to somebody who's worthy of it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we get burned in the end because we want to give ourselves. And I don't understand, because Jada's birthday is September the 18th. Like, she's a Virgo. Like, I don't know. Maybe she got caught up. And you know what? Another thing as Virgos is that we have this weakness. Like, we take in strays. We take in, like, the broken. Like, we want to be, like, healers and have our superpowers and just, like, restore people and esteem them, and and I think she got caught up in being the Virgo maternal ways that we can be. She got caught up and brought him in, but she lost herself, you know what I mean? But and a lot of times, because we do as Virgos give like 110%, what happens is people that are close to us, like our friends, our family, maybe even our mates, they see us giving that love and attention that is so rare to get. They get very, very, very jealous. And I just would not be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if that's what happened. I wouldn't be shocked if Will was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're really taking interest. You're taking a whole lot of interest in this guy. Yeah, he's broken, or yeah, he's sick, or yeah, he has issues, or yeah, he's Jaden's friend. But I would not be shocked, y'all, if that Will got jealous and let the shit cook and simmer and fixed her ass in the end. Yeah, sure. A lot of men, they feel like, do as I say and not as I do. I'll never forget, I was dating this one guy. He's originally from Mississippi. And he told me, he said, yeah, I'm telling you, if I cheat on a woman, I expect her to forgive me. I don't want her to bring this shit up no more. I want us to move forward. But if she cheats, she's a whore, she's stupid, she's a fucking bitch, I hate her, and she can't never come back, and I never forget a bitch. And I said, you'll never forget? No, I'll never forgive that bitch. How dare that bitch? And I said, wow, you know what's crazy? I really do feel like men really feel that way. Like, it's really, really a double standard. Now, here you done ran around and took all these different people on vacations. There's been rumor after rumor about you and Dwayne Martin. Even be, just being lovey-dovey, even in the trailer all day on set. I mean, like, I've heard it all, allegedly. But now she finds someone that she truly connects with and she bonds with, and now all of a sudden it's inappropriate. All of a sudden, you and your feelings. All of a sudden you're hurt. And how could she? How could she? And they're like, are you serious? So, two wrongs don't make it right. I just felt like, things just went too far. Things went too far with your girl. But at the end of the day, the only victim in this is August Alsina. That's the only victim. I don't feel sorry for either one. But just like Janet, I forgot her last name. We call her dark skin and Viv. Just like she said, Will Smith is a fucking mastermind. And he's manipulative. And he will get your ass. And I felt like if they were to get a divorce, after all of this public humiliation, he don't have to give her a dime. He could walk away. All of their kids are fucking